Go 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
For the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And it's 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable for Lockett. Oh, he sheds himself free. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run. This is Scarborough. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Scarborough. And he'll wind up up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Brooks just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
3. Now 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter. With the score, Seahawks 7, 49ers 0.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. They throw it out right complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brings up second and goal on the Seahawks 5-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll run with Mostert. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
54, check, 54, check.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
we've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another Seahawks first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
29-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40. The 20.
We live for this.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And his kick is right through.
Niners 21, Seahawks 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flushed out right. And he's got it. In the end zone for the Seahawks. Touchdown. Preston Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Barton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
54.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Second down and goal. Wilson. Trying to improvise toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but now it's third and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third and goal, Wilson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
It's back. It's back. You know, I sat down with my accountant and said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is we made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent money.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
What is this?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And a play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 30.
You know they pay me extra for this.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Niners 35. Seahawks 24. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
32-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, here's the option. And some space here. The 40. Past the 20.
We'll make everything happen.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new